Clickjacking is a newer security vulnerability that's been out there on the net. Essentially, it's a way of putting a transparent page over a page so you don't know it's there. You think you're clicking on a link in something totally legitimate, and you're not. And you end up either following someone on Twitter or friending someone on Facebook or sending someone your bank account information. Here to explain a little bit more about how it works and what you can do about it is Jeremiah Grossman, CTO of White Hat Technologies. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's get into this hack.
Sure.
Show us a little bit about how clickjacking happens.
So clickjacking, just as you said, it's superimposing a piece of functionality, a button of some kind over a legit page. User thinks they're clicking on one thing, but they're actually clicking on another. And you give some great examples of things, less nefarious things that could happen. But another thing that can happen is, and we'll pick on Flash a little bit because we can, is surreptitiously enabling a user's microphone and camera. And a lot of, we have MacBooks here and we have cameras built in. So what you're seeing here on the screen here, this is Flash asking for camera and microphone access over your computer. This is Flash 9, and we'll get to that, why that's important in a second.
Yeah, I see this like when I go on Ustream or something like that.
Yes.
You get this little Flash thing saying, hey, I want to use your camera.
Yeah, so this, for a lot of users, this will be, plain the obvious. Now, if we were to click the Allow button here, is to allow camera microphone access, and we'll see me on the screen. Okay, that's fine. So that's the functionality that we want to clickjack. If you're a bad guy, you want to force a user to do that without them knowing.
Okay, so this is the part we're going to hide.
That's correct. So we're going to go to another tab here. Now let's say this is the bad guy's web page, some blog, a MySpace profile, any page on the internet. What we're going to do here is we're going to superimpose that piece of functionality. We're just going to use a little bit of code. We're going to start hiding the Flash. Hit reload here. And now if you see here, that little allow button, the security dialog, is now hidden inside this little box. The only reason that box is visible is because we made it visible.
Okay, so you just went in and edited the CSS of that page so that this other page is still there.
Correct. So inside that little frame there, that's where the Flash is. So the user thinks they're going to click on some link. They click, and all of a sudden their camera's turning on, and it's just like it's being recorded me now, and it's taking pictures of you and sending it to the bad guy. So you never know you clicked on it, your camera's activated.
So this could be a blog with an Apple rumor or something that's just like, hey, click here to see the pictures.
Exactly.
And you get the pictures, and you never know it even happened.
Exactly. So this is the page here where we get to see the pictures that are being uploaded of us. And it's motion sensitive, so, to save bandwidth and all that sort of good stuff.
Yeah, because bad guys are concerned with that too.
So that's the idea. You click on something, and you really are clicking on something, and you enable your camera and microphone. It's really just that simple. Now,
the example, you need to be going to a website that has this CSS edited.
Correct.
But it doesn't have to be that way. With Twitter, they were actually people using Twitter regularly, right?
Yeah, so what would happen is that, some of the attacks were going after Twitter profiles. So you get clickjacked on a Twitter profile or some other page on the internet, and you get clickjacked that way. But it's really simple to superimpose any button or any feature on any website and force the user to click on it.
It's just editing the cascading style sheets, which are used everywhere. Now, what do we do to protect ourselves from this?
So it's really difficult because this is fundamental to the way the web works. So we have to be a little bit creative here. So there are a couple of ways. One way is to use something called NoScript. And this is a Firefox extension that has a way of inhibiting or restricting JavaScript on the page. It's not a perfect solution, but it does have clear click protection, and it's really, really good. Another way is my favorite, the Post-it note over the camera.
If you want to stop the camera hack?
Yeah, so if we don't want to really trust software, we can always trust hardware and cover up the camera and microphone. That's my actual favorite.
100% secure on the camera.
That's right.
Anyway, may end up clicking on something else, but at least you're not going to get photographed.
That's correct.
All right, so NoScript and what, Hope?
And that's it. So the browser manufacturers, they're aware of this, and they're trying their best to fix it. You can also upgrade to Flash 10. That's a good idea. Flash 10, they did a lot of camera microphone security and built it around that. So upgrade to Flash 10. That's a great feature to do.
Okay, and then be careful as always. Follow all your normal security procedures. Don't click on just anything, especially if you're visiting unfamiliar blogs.
Correct.
That'll help reduce the risk too.
Absolutely.
I would expect. Well, thank you, Jeremiah. It's frighteningly easy to do that. I guess the other way would be to go out and use the Mosaic browser. It doesn't have any script
I prefer
or cascading
links
style.
or
the
Telnet.
links browser would be another choice for you there. All right, thanks for watching Hacks, folks. I'm Tom Merritt, CNET.com. Watch all of your favorite live streaming CNET shows at CNET Live. You'll find a schedule of what's showing next, and you can chat live with the hosts and other listeners during the show. CNET Live at cnet.com/live.